All right, so are you a brand new realtor and don't have a clue what to do on social media? Well, guess what? I am here to help you out and make life really easy with a lot of automation. So let's dive in with some ChatGPT to make your life simple. First of all, we're going to actually just open up ChatGPT. I know it's crazy. We're just jumping in right now and we are in here. Now, I have this script already made out, and so I'm going to copy and paste it, but I am going to put it inside of this caption on this video so you can be able to just copy and paste it yourself and make it your own. When I say make it your own, don't make it exactly like mine. Make sure that you are unique to you, your area, and whatnot. So here's the way it reads out. I need a social media content calendar created for myself, pretending that I'm a new real estate agent located in Kernersville, North Carolina. The more detailed you are on something like this, the better ChatGPT is going to be creating your content. I want to sell mostly residential homes in the surrounding areas. That way it knows it just doesn't have to do Kernersville itself and doesn't have to do any kind of commercial stuff. I usually post on blank. What social media content calendar do you want to make? It depends on where you're actually wanting to post. Don't go outside of your realm right now. I would tell you it's great to post on a bunch of different platforms, but if you are overwhelmed as an agent right now, pick one or two and start going from there. If movies aren't your things, don't be trying to make shorts quite yet. I'm going to tell you to do that in like a week or so after you get a little bit of foundation going on right now. So I want to post on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram. Pretty much anywhere I can. Why? Because I've been doing this for a very long time. I want to post how many days a week? I'm going to tell everybody this. Your people will not see all the information that you put out there all the time. You've liked a lot of different companies yourself. Go look and see what your likes are and see how many times you actually see a post from the Restore, Goodwill, another realtor, your favorite musician. You don't see everything that everybody posts. So post a lot of content so some of it pops up at some points. Anybody who sees all your content is a super fan, which is great. And super haters are great too, because they are still looking at your information and engaging one way or another. And I would like to have a variation of customer engagement and to be funny. That's my content right there. If you want to be business professional or business casual or just be informative, informational, then change these kinds of fill in the blank situations here. I would like the content not to just be real estate, but please research Red Bull and make content like they do, is what it's supposed to say, about the community and the experience, not their drink. And the reason why I say Red Bull is if you've never experienced Red Bull as a brand, they never ever post about their drink. They post about what happens whenever you drink our drink. You're going to go skydiving and you're going to go snowboarding and fly airplanes and jump out of airplanes and whatever else. You never see a Red Bull can. You see the Formula One cars and everything else. This is what you've got going on. All right, you will need to help me with this and provide a full content calendar for the month starting on April 1st. And don't forget April's Fool's Day as a content. Why do I say that? Because the more detailed I can be right here, the better off it is. And I put the start date. So whenever it actually creates the calendar for me, I have all those dates and I'm not thinking, well, what day to post, what here, there, whatnot. I can go ahead and schedule out a whole month's worth of social media content in about an hour with the videos, images, everything else right here. By spending about 1 hour a week. This is the next important thing. Anytime that you are using ChatGPT, especially as an agent, tell it to ask you questions first. So first you will ask me questions about my new career and about my audience until you believe you have enough information, and then you will provide me with a calendar formatted in a table. The text captions will be one column of suggested image in a second, and possibly an AI image generator in the third, using several descriptive keywords. Why do I do that? It makes life a heck of a lot simpler. If I don't have an image for this, then I can actually get more directly from ChatGPT and already have an image saved, ready to go, instead of having to go hunt down or find an image from my community, things like that. You don't have to use ChatGPT's image creator. You can go use any of the other ones out there. I use DALL-E because I pay for ChatGPT. It is part of the paid subscription, which is about $10 a month. I highly suggest you do that. I'm just going to hit enter, and now it's going to ask me a bunch of questions. All right, let's get started. Your experience, personality. All right, so we're going to start with that one first. I am a brand. So I'm gonna hit shift and enter on here so that way it goes down to the next line so I can answer my target audience. Target audience, who you're aiming to reach with your contents. For example, first-time home buyers, families looking to upgrade their homes, investors. Knowing your audience can help create a message that resonates. I am looking. So make sure that you're very specific off of this. So if you want to find just investors, you're going to get a different type of content than if you would if the way I'm putting it in here. Local highlights. What's some unique features and highlights of Kernersville and surrounding areas that users find appealing, including restaurants, parks, annual events. So if you've never been to Bowman Gray and you're from around here, you should go see it. At least go people watch. All right, market insight. Do you have any insights, trends that could be interesting on price and housing demand, popular neighborhoods, whatnot? I don't really want any of that because I think that that's not what I'm looking for of creating value. I want to create value of like red flags and things like that. All right, community involvement. How involved are you in local community events, charities, causes, part of your passion in? Content preference. Do you have any preference about the type of content you would create? Best showcase your personality and brand. And it asked me about my April's Fools, and that's why I put it in here. So it's going to ask you a little bit more about it. Do you have any initial thoughts about lighthearted, fun post April Fools that aligns with your brand and spirit of fun? I want my. So I've entered all that in. And so now ChatGPT is going to do all of its magic. And here it goes. We're going to put in some inputs and content creator for April. As you can tell, like I said before, it's March 22nd on here. I am not waiting until the very last day to be able to get all this done. And so it is creating all kinds of content captions, suggested images, or AI image prompt. Like for example, it talks about on my April 1st joke that it has on here is that we're listing Kernersville's first underwater house. I can't really get a picture of an underwater house. I'm not really sure how that would go down, but the AI image generator will give me a descriptive text up there to be able to do it. You can also see all the different things that is added in here. Like April 14th, it talks about the prom dress giveaway. So that would be great for people that don't know about our company, things like that, that it's a little bit more of a different aspect than a lot of real estate companies are putting out there. I personally do not suggest just putting what's for sale, what the market's doing, my open houses, my just sold. They're boring. Nobody wants to see that kind of information. Go do more content that creates value, that lets people know what your personality is like or what your transactions are like, whether it's a client review, testimony, tips and tricks of what to look for in a home or a home inspection, what you like to eat, where you like to go if you're relocating into the area. I've got all these different things. Tips for relocating families, making a new house feel like a home. So I'm gonna do two different things. One, I'm gonna take this tip right here and I'm gonna say, okay, make this into casual but informative Facebook post. So if you look at this, that's way more detailed than what y'all would say. Y'all would just say, give me a Facebook post about this. Tell it to research the hashtags that might work well and everything else. All right, and now I'm going to include the information and we're gonna hit send. And so you're gonna see ChatGPT is doing its work again. Thinking. It's doing a little bit of research. It's looking up the SEO end of things for hashtags for this post itself. All right, so here it comes. Caption, turning a house into a home, making your new home feel like it's about adding personal touches, unique styles that you need, whether it's about hanging your favorite art, blah, blah, blah. So we've got a heck of a lot more that are right there versus everything else. All right. And then so my caption for my Instagram post is completely different. Why? Because you don't want to have the same content everywhere. It's boring when people follow the exact same page, even if it's different images. Now we have all the different hashtags and everything else, and it tells you why to have the hashtags and everything else. We have all that done, and I say, now I'm going to tell it and be like, create images to match this post. Now I can do this because I have DALL-E. Like I said before, I pay for it. So I'm going to do this, hit create. It's going to go and it's going to create an image just based off of that. Now I could go back up. Maybe we'll do that too. We'll go back up to where it's at. and we're going to copy the one that it actually says to do. Happy family. All right. So look, now it's created that image right there. All right. So now I told it to do this. And the images do take a little bit longer to run, and it depends on the speed of your network right here. So if you're trying to create AI generated images for your whole content calendar throughout, that's pretty deep. But here we go. We've got this right here. We have them unpacking boxes. So you could use one in one spot and one in another, and then post that information. And you can now have a whole social media content calendar created just from ChatGPT and nothing else. So I hope that helps you out. If you have any more questions or have any other videos you want explanations or help off of, things to do, please comment or DM me directly. I'll be glad to do anything I possibly can to help you out in your real estate careers. And don't forget the like and subscribe button. We've got a lot of videos like this we are posting right now. And so hopefully this helps you out in your real estate career.